What up, peeps? We are back with another episode of Daddy Issues. We outside once again.
Yes.
I like outside.
I love outside. I love that Chaz is tucked in the back in his
As he should be.
In his bird cage.
Screwed up.
bird cage.
In his bird cage.
His bird cage?
I've been waiting to say that to you. I was holding it in.
That's bad.
I love it back here, actually. I can just swing and shit. It's pretty dope.
You are having a good I've
I'm
seen
having
you
a-
twisting around.
You
over
saw me
there.
earlier?
Don't get tangled up, though.
Well, I don't want to twist it because
mid-episode.
the mic is here now.
You're
Yeah.
like the bird in the Flintstones. You know how it's real big in the cage.
Flintstones had a great concept and visual. I just never. The show was just all right.
What?
It was kind of older than me at the time, so I was just like, I didn't really get a lot of the humor.
So
I
was Scooby-Doo?
appreciated Bam Bam doing all that, but I was just like,
It was like so futuristic. They had like a garbage disposal. I was like, what? They had a garbage disposal back then. That was a pig.
right.
A saurus.
They was doing it, man.
But it was never the go-to. Flintstones was
Nah,
never
it was
like
just
the
on.
go-to cartoon.
It was just on.
right, just there.
I like the intro, and then I would kind of tap out.
Right.
Same
You
with the Jetsons.
You don't like the
Yeah.
Jetsons?
What?
I love the Jetsons.
I
Nah.
love the Jetsons, the Flintstones. Remember when they met?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, the Jetsons was great.
Classic.
I know the intro like the
Me,
back of my
John
hand, but I
Jetson.
was just.
I mean, I did like
Tune
the
out.
contrast of the two shows, one way in the future, one way in the past.
Yeah.
Like, I did like how they came out back to back.
His wife.
But I was just like,
And they stood the same. You could tell it was the same animators.
I want Will Ferrell to do a live action so bad.
Nah, it ain't gonna work.
I was
It'd
just
be
always
great.
mad with the Jetsons because it never came to fruition, like in real life.
Oh,
I
that
know.
future?
I
Oh,
thought
no.
we would.
We haven't
be-
got there for
We're
it.
getting there.
We got the
we still
flying
ain't
cars.
met the Jetsons time yet.
Nah.
I don't know when it was set, but it
Yeah.
looks hella futuristic.
Yeah.
But
Tony,
I get
far,
you.
far.
Tony, you know in the Transformers cartoon movie?
2005.
In the year
It was
2005.
super futuristic. He had that skateboard, that little hover rocket.
We're not even
skateboard.
close.
None of that.
What was the year in Back to the Future? Their future year.
Wasn't that two?
55, I think.
It was 1955, 85, and then was it? It wasn't 2055, was it?
I thought
No,
it was.
What was that?
it had to be now. We had to come across Back to the Future.
Was it
time.
35?
But a lot of the Back to the
25.
Future stuff is
Almost
it's now,
there.
though.
No, we don't have a hoverboard.
Still don't have a hoverboard.
We do.
We do. It's
They
just-
it's
They
just
got-
not everywhere. They have it where they have a
2015. Oh,
Exactly.
Trash.
Wait, they do have hoverboards, but you just have to ride it over the special floor.
Prove it.
Go to YouTube.
yeah.
I need one of y'all to come in here with a hoverboard.
No,
I
I
want
want
no
the
magic tricks.
hoverboard.
I don't want no magic tricks on YouTube. I want to see one of y'all pull up on here
On
and-
a
on a
hoverboard.
hoverboard.
But other than the hoverboard,
Hovering.
the future that Back to the Future 2 set up, it wasn't that futuristic.
Yeah, it wasn't
like they had the
crazy.
3D Jaws thing,
Which
and
we
then
usually
like
have
some
that.
small things.
Yeah.
The tying shoes.
The
just
time
now.
machine was the only thing I saw that was really hovering
Right.
around.
How about a car that can disappear? What about that?
They didn't have that in the movie, did they?
Yes, that's how he
It
got
went to the
from the
future.
future.
It
When the
didn't
cars-
disappear.
It traveled
Yeah.
in time.
No, you talking
we
about
He
the
don't-
said
time machine.
We
He
don't
said
have
we
a
don't
time
have that.
machine.
Yeah. He already said we don't have that.
We
And he
might-
made that time machine in 85.
yeah.
Whatever.
And we might have a time machine that's
We ain't
just not
there.
available to everybody.
Just we ain't
And
there.
then-
Just know we ain't
And
there.
then Doc Brown made the train. He turned that into a hover train, the time travel. He did that in the 1800s, but he went to the future to get the parts. For
Yeah.
that.
See, it might have been invented. We just don't know till it pop up. And we're like, oh man, it was invented.
Yeah, but the futuristic movies, man, it was like, man, this. But a lot of times it was subtle. But if you look at Blade Runner, that was like, wow, Fifth Element.
Yeah, we definitely ain't. on
Yeah.
no
But
fifth-
but if you take somebody from like the 40s and bring them here,
Right.
they're gonna be like, oh,
They be like,
wait,
so
we
your
talking
phone,
to each other on the
Your
TV?
phone does all of this.
You talking to somebody in the
Matter of fact, remember was it Demolition Man?
Mhm.
One of those where they had the screen on the wall,
Yeah,
and they was calling. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
that was futuristic.
and we got
They
that.
did that in Back to the Future
Yeah.
too. When he got fired, he was looking
Right.
at him.
Yeah.
You're
Then the fax-
fired.
then
He
the
was like,
fax
don't
came
fire
out.
me. And then they sent the fax.
We got that.
I guess we closer to it than
Yeah. We're
I'd
not-
like to think.
Other than flying cars,
That's
we're not
all
that
I want. I
far
just
from
wanna
that.
fly.
Well,
I
they
don't
are
want it.
flying
People
cars.
can't drive on the
I think
ground.
they is. And then they got the little hover thing where people be hovering over the water. And the little,
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But that's water.
But those haven't been like
We in the
proven
future,
safely.
DC.
Every time I see somebody in one of those, they crashing.
I seen a video too where somebody was like over the ground, like it's like an Iron Man suit.
I seen that
low-key.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
this
was the
happened
in the
Rocketeer.
future,
What are the
DC?
price of those things?
But is it
though?
real?
I don't
I'm not
know.
buying one, but they here.
You
Is
wouldn't
it
buy
real?
one? You wouldn't be that dude with the
If I
only-
had the extra money, yeah, I'd get everything done. You see me, I be
Everything
coming in
gone.
here. What
Craig-
up, y'all?
What's up?
Craig
Oh,
come in an Iron Man suit. Yeah.
That Iron Man suit look hard to pilot though.
Take it off.
It looked more
real
like the
quick.
Rocketeer. Remember that
Yeah.
movie? He was
Oh, the
struggling?
Rocketeer though.
Rocketeer
I
just
don't
had
know
like
how
a-
his legs didn't burn
Yeah.
Right.
because the flame was like right over the
Right.
back of his legs.
He had to
Doesn't
feel
make
the
no
I
heat.
was like the
I'm
design
for
didn't
sure
make
Gucci
sense.
printing mine up.
Wait, Rocketeer just had a
Jesus
backpack though. His
Christ.
backpack
Yeah.
was the
Backpack.
backpack. Yeah.
And that was set in the
Don't know the
40s.
Gucci print rocket.
Craig got the Gucci Iron Man suit.
Gucci Iron Man suit?
That would be so expensive.
Oh yeah.
I got the Iron Man suit. Gucci ain't gonna
You
be
got
that much
Gucci
more.
products, Craig?
Nah,
No.
What you got, Craig? What's your
it
brand?
just sounded like it was something.
No, it's not a mad ignorant. What you
I
got?
got-
I
normally
was for
just-
sure Craig bought some Gucci in his life.
I had a wallet and a belt once upon a time ago.
Was it real?
The broke
Yeah, it was
Gucci.
real.
That's the broke nigga shit. What else did you
I
have?
bought it off George O'Gore because he was tired of it, and he had it
George
since he was like 10.
O'Gore.
And I was like, I'll buy it. I just coming in the money. He's like, yeah. Here,
How much he
take it.
sell it to you for?
For like 10% under retail price. He liked that.
Man, he was like, I give you 10% off, even though it's used.
He's like promo code /issues. He was like,
When
when
you
you ain't
wore-
even out yet. What are you talking
I
Right.
usually wear black designers.
When you wore your belt, did you tuck your pants in so people can see the belt for sure? Or?
Sometimes else I just leave it undone just so the
There you go.
double
So
G's
the pop-
hang down under the shirt. You feel me? I got to show it. Usually that stuff is like gifts though. I'm not into that.
The Louis.
Yeah, I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not either.
I'm not really
I
into
feel you
brands
the
like
black
that.
designers though.
Man,
Black
I've been
designers,
from
I'm
Dada
like,
to Mecca
Yeah.
to even now with the Off-White to Fear of God to Essentials.
How come like Dada, Mecca, and the black designers didn't hold up like Hilfiger, Gucci, and all that? You know what I mean?
Because people are brainwashed to think like, well, that's better because it's foreign or because these white people said it was, and it's like, why?
Also
Right.
in our community, it's a lot of what's hot, what's not.
Yeah.
So it comes and goes quick like music artists when it's like, nah, these clothes.
I mean,
These
FUBU
collab-
was a whole movement. yeah.
Right.
Right.
Who?
That should have never
Fubu.
died.
Oh, yeah.
FUBU should still be around solid.
Well, they sold it.
I didn't know
Once
he
you
did
sell
sold
it, it changes
Yeah.
the whole dynamic.
It went
I think
from-
Shea Moisture just sold, let somebody. I'm not 100% sure, but they were talking about making it public or something like that, and I was like,
Well,
nah,
here
keep
we
it black
go.
on.
Once
man.
you do that,
It's,
man.
it's hard though,
Yeah.
man, because like when somebody's offering you $1 billion,
I mean, I get why they
I get it. Yeah,
I get why they
coming
said
from
yeah.
that, you know.
And the
what I'm
whole
saying?
point of a business is to sell it, to
Yeah.
make money and sell it.
But
Like, I
that
get
didn't
it,
happen
but-
with BET.
BT sold it.
No, I'm saying, but it's not like people still fool with BET. You know what I mean?
kinda.
They kinda changed a
Not
little bit.
really though.
BT became MTV when Viacom bought it. They just
Yeah,
got that
pretty
MTV.
much.
For,
BET
no one plays
changed
music
after
no
the
more.
sale. Like I know I noticed the difference because I used to watch BET
Heavy.
religiously,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just started changing. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
care.
Not black anymore, or just
It's black, but it ain't like.
It was someone's depiction of what black was.
Right.
When before it was just.
It felt organically
yeah.
black before.
Now
B-
it's like, this
BET
is what
is
we
a
think is
white-owned
black.
company.
Yeah, and this is
Right.
what we want to show you, and that's why I was like, man.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
we used to have an hour of after dark.
Right.
Now it's nonstop after dark.
We used to have the programming on BET.
Oh, it was
Midnight
legit.
Midnight Love,
Love.
Video Soul,
I love
Caribbean
both of those.
Rhythms,
Yeah.
Teen Summit on the weekends,
Ooh.
Rap City,
yes.
and then we got to Uncut. Like when
you
Uncut
still have
was
106
cracking.
in Park?
Huh?
The original 106 in Park?
Yeah.
With Free
I've
and
never
AJ.
liked
AJ.
106 in Park because they would only show like 15 seconds of the video.
Oh yeah.
They
But
would
it
come
didn't
in and
used to
come
be
out, I
like
was
that.
Come on.
106 in Park was kind of late BET too. Like I'm talking
Yeah, it
about
was
Rap
later.
City, like early
Rap City.
BET
was that
Video
with
Soul.
Ananda? Was Ananda on the original?
Ananda Lewis is
She
on
was Teen
MTV.
Summit.
Yeah, Nanda was Team Summit.
Yeah.
Well, early
wasn't even a
BET
teen.
was Donnie Simpson.
Oh,
Donnie
Video
Simpson
yeah.
with Midnight Love. I mean, not Midnight.
Video Soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to love Video Soul. I would watch the countdowns every weekend.
Y'all didn't look at Donnie Simpson's eyes like, damn.
He was cool,
His
man.
eyes is gorgeous. Y'all didn't do that? Y'all didn't
He
do
was
that?
just cool as hell. He was like, man, tell us how you recorded the album. He was just super cool. I was like, man, Donnie Simpson.
Always
man.
smiling.
Yeah,
Always.
He made me
always.
want to smile all the
I'm like,
time.
man, I like
And he
Donnie
never
Simpson, man.
he never raised his voice.
Nah.
He talked like Craig. He would just be like, yeah, man.
His interviews were good. You felt
Not
like he
drunk
really
Craig,
cared
but
about
regular
the
Craig.
guest.
He didn't get to all the business either. He just yeah,
He was never
I love-
messy.
Yeah,
Never
was
messy.
never
He was
messy.
respectful.
Never
That's what
messy.
I hate about a lot of things and a lot. It's just mess. I don't like messy. Like even when it comes to what's popping or what's popular, and it's like it's always a gossip rumor, who's beefing with who or who slept. I don't care.
Right.
Especially
No.
when an interviewer, when they're not smooth.
Yeah.
Because something we want to hear what's
Like
going
Charlamagne,
on.
he
Right.
just be
Charlamagne,
like-
just blunt.
it's
I
ridiculous.
kind of appreciate Charlamagne's questions sometimes.
The question and the way you ask a question is different.
Oh, absolutely.
See, before they used to build up the celebrities when they went on the shows. Now it feels like a teardown. They used to make us look up to people.
Right.
You never heard anybody really getting in nobody's business back then and trying to make them less of a person. They were
Explain this.
Yeah, they were like idols. They didn't go straight to, now here's the dirt we've been hearing.
Right. Explain the dirt. Defend yourself right here. And you know, Breakfast Club, Charlamagne be in that little corner over there. Because he be getting a lot of the heat sometimes.
He be right next to the
I wouldn't want to
people.
sit in the corner if I know I'm that guy to be pushing buttons.
But I think that's why he does it. Because I think he also saw, who was it? Fredro Starr one day was like he was about to whip his ass.
Oh man, Fredro was on 10.
But and Charlamagne was just like, okay, yeah, no, okay. But like I respect that he's not like, yo,
He definitely
calm
wasn't
down.
scared. He definitely
No,
wasn't.
he wasn't
but
scared.
No, but
He never came off as that.
Charlamagne's history, he's not scared.
No, he's not scared.
That's why
at
he's
all.
that dude.
But I think that's why he sits there.
also 5'3".
But still,
It's a lot of yelling next
Maybe them
to
little
you.
ones.
But
those
all
would
them
be the
cats that
dangerous
threatened
ones.
him, he never looked shook. He just be like, all right.
Well, that's
Tory
the-
Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. Little nigga.
Allegedly.
Little dudes is dangerous.
Yeah, they be the most dangerous ones.
Not like face to
Not
face.
hand to
Maybe
hand
I mean, hand to hand,
you're
you be like,
worried
"Well,
about
what's up there?"
walking to the car. He might come do some crazy. But right there, it's like sit your little ass down.
Birdman got on them too. Birdman voice was cracking
Birdman
though.
went, that was so funny to me
It
because
was
he
so
went in there with an
funny,
agenda. I'm gonna shut this shit down, and
was
then he
hot.
went in there tough, and they was like the way they shredded him up real, and then he left. I was dying on that for months.
It was, are we finished or are we done?
Yeah, Envy said that he wasn't worried on that interview because his boy is Birdman's security when he comes to New York. So he was like, I'm gonna ask anything I want to. What you gonna do?
And it was like, is y'all finished or is y'all done?
Yeah, he had nothing.
He had nothing. 'Cause
I
could
knew he
tell
was mad.
He went in there, I'm about to let these cats have it. Because as soon as he walked in,
His
look,
energy, yeah.
y'all ain't going to be doing this, that, and the third. Well, then why you here then? I'm going to sit down and give this interview. That was funny. Vlad TV is trouble now.
Yeah, they trying to
Oh,
cancel
yeah, they
that,
trying-
which they should have
the
been doing a
culture
long
is-
time ago anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But he just the messy. I just be like,
I don't like how he was coming for Nas every episode. I didn't like that one bit.
Can
I
he
wanted-
be canceled? Because people are still fooled. Every time someone says he's getting ready to get canceled, someone else.
He's
hops
slowly
on
getting
it.
canceled.
Well, I mean
Slowly
by
people
the,
are saying
I mean
they're
by
not
the
going now.
artist because
Yeah.
he's getting a lot of people indicted because he
Yeah.
stick to the questions that
Mm-hmm.
are going to
Is
get you
he
indicted.
getting them indicted, or are they getting themselves indicted?
Well, they getting themselves
Yeah,
indicted
right.
for talking to him and opening up like that, but the questions he asks
yeah.
present the platform.
but I never felt bad for the artists because I'm like, certain shows you go on, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like when people be like, I'm not doing Wendy Williams.
Right.
I understand that because
Mhm.
you know what
She
she's
messy.
asking. So if you go on a show like that, you can't get mad when they being like, so you slept with so and so, or what's up with that's your fault.
Wait, how would we treat somebody if we were interviewing them?
I
Like,
think
would
it's
we
also-
ask the hard questions, or would
I
we?
wouldn't because I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
It's
Like, I
also-
just literally don't care.
I be caring about some shit, so it depends.
It
Like, if
depends on
it's
what they're
some-
who is it? What are they doing?
And if they usually you have like a conversation about what you don't want to
right.
talk about on the show, and so if they tell me that in advance, I would never touch it.
So Tony, heard you have AIDS. We're like, whoa.
Whoa,
No,
I
okay.
told y'all that already.
Well, a lot of
You
rappers
know.
are getting indicted too because before you go on, you put a little extra on the story to sell records.
Right.
Now they're going to jail for that little extra they putting on it, even if it wasn't true.
All right.
All right, so we got an exclusive with Harvey Weinstein. We got an exclusive. He's sitting down here, fresh out when they let him out.
Okay.
Are we hitting him with some hard hitting questions?
Yeah.
What movie you
But we
working
already
on,
know,
Harvey?
like with him, like it's not a. I'm not trying. He's already shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he came, I'd be like, man, what the fuck was you doing, man? Like it's not like I'm revealing.
I thought you
anything
didn't want
or-
to know though. I thought you didn't give.
But we already know.
Do we? It could be
I
lies on
don't
his
know
end.
everything from his perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to get out of the interview.
Exactly.
Like, I'd be like, why were you doing this to these women?
Mm.
Like, that's stuff we don't know. What
But
were you
like
thinking?
for him, he's trash. So I'm not tearing him. Like he's already trash. So and I'm not being like, well, I heard that we already know the story. We already know. So it's just like,
Yeah, I kind of don't want his side of the story.
I do
So
want his side.
why'd you rape them women?
Because if we interview him,
My toe was
all we
hurting.
got is his side.
That's exactly. That's what I'm
My
saying.
mom wasn't there for me. It's like, I don't want to care what your
hurting.
reason is.
I would love if Harvey just said, "I'm a sick individual, guys, and I'm
he
looking
might,
for
he
help
might
now."
come with that.
I don't
JL has
even want, I
opened
want
my
to give him the
eyes to what I
opportunity
was
to
doing.
say that.
I'd rather have somebody admit I was doing horrible stuff. I let the power consume me. I became a horrible person, and I'm sorry, and I want to rectify.
And then we
it.
ask him, like, where did this come from? Like, when you were raised, when did this behavior kick in?
Well, then I
He'd
don't
be
care
like,
about
well,
that part because you already know it came from the money and the power. He took advantage of
No,
a ton
it
of
starts
people.
before that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to
Far
dig
as
back.
that?
I want to dig back before.
Look at
you know,
that
the
frumpy
production
little
company.
fucking hobbit looking. Nobody was on him ever.
No, but I'm saying his behavior though.
he had a lot of
That
beautiful
starts
women.
before the power.
Well, he's got a
and
lot
money.
of beautiful women
It's
because
in
he
you.
had all the money and the power in Hollywood.
It's in
And
you
he was
though.
a gatekeeper. He used his power for evil.
He used his power for you know what I'm saying. I don't think he had a chance to be that little guy. I think at first you start looking for love and shit, and then all that shit corrupts you. And then also, not to just take everything on shit on Harvey, I also wonder how many women actually just gave it up, and he expected that to be a thing. Also, you know what I'm saying?
You know that
definitely
happened as
was
well.
like, yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I'll
because
do
when
it
he got
for
the rejection, it was like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
Me with all this.
And I'm sure it was some women that was completely down for it. I'm gonna
Right.
smash him so I can get this role.
Right,
They come
right.
in with that agenda.
Well, some
some do.
people he put in a really bad
Some
position
do.
because he's responsible for a lot of people's careers.
Right.
He did, I believe it was Scary Movie he did, but
Mhm.
when you have somebody's whole life in your hands like he did, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I would want to know some of those questions too. Like, what
Let me
the
address with what, because like what I said was contradictory. So let me address why I said it this way.
Right.
So if Harvey's coming on, we know why he's coming on.
Yeah.
If Harvey was coming on to promote a movie, and then I'm like, yeah, but what? That's the shit I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
if he's
yeah.
coming on to promote a movie, I'm like, yeah, the movie. But what about them girls? That's different. If he's coming on to talk
if
about
he's coming
the
on to
girls,
explain his story.
fine.
Yeah.
But when I say messy, I mean we having a normal time, and then
And
people
then-
start going. It's like, what? This is not
Right.
I got a special
And they
out,
do
man.
that to people.
And that's
Yeah.
the shit I don't like. Because I'm like, that's gossipy, that's messy, that's just. If somebody's coming on just to promote their comedy special, why the hell are you asking them what happened in Vegas
Because-
2 weeks ago
But
and
yo,
shit like
when
that? Like,
when all that shit went down with Chris Brown, right? And then he was on like who was I
With
forgot.
Rihanna?
Yeah, with Rihanna,
Uh-huh.
and he was being interviewed by one of them Robbins or something, whatever, whoever it was. But he just like, oh, I just want to talk about the album coming out, and it's like you can't.
Nah, you gotta
Because-
address the elephant in the room.
But it
bro.
was two agendas going on, and the same thing happened with Janet Jackson and the Titty out with the Super Bowl, right? She had an album coming out, right? And when she went to go do interviews, everybody's like, "Tell us about this." She's like, "I just want to talk about the album." And they're like, "Yeah, okay, no, we understand you. Thank you for being patient." So when the Titty popped out,
that's the
it's
shit I
like-
don't like. I
Yeah,
be like,
because
come on, man.
you do pre-interviews, and she probably and all the people was probably like,
Like,
don't
don't
ask
ask
about
about
the titty.
Super Bowl
Right.
thing. Yeah.
But you know, like this is the only reason why
But
she's
she
here. We
has
don't care about her
has
album.
to know that no one cares about your album right now when your titty is the most popular thing in the news.
True. True. Here's the thing that you have to do when something is that big. You have to address it publicly.
Right.
If you plan on talking about your album or you want to promote something else, you have to address the elephant in the room
Right.
at all times just to get it out of the way.
Exactly.
And once you address it, I've already done interviews about this. Then you could be like, look, man,
Right.
I already did a 60 minutes interview about all that Super Bowl shit. Let me promote this album.
Right.
Then you can go off. But if you haven't addressed it publicly at all,
Right.
you got to kind of be like, all right,
Some of them be trying not to say nothing about it.
Yeah.
And just be
don't act like it just never happened.
That's why our celebrities from like the 40s and 50s are way greater than the ones now because they wouldn't address it, and if they didn't address it, it didn't happen.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's like
I don't think Elvis ever answered any questions about him being with a 12-year-old.
Man,
Yeah.
You know?
He was pedophile McGee out here.
pedophile.
He was pedophile McGee. He was Elvis Kelly.
That's why he wore shiny shoes to look at their
Elvis
little
Kelly.
dresses. Oh, pervert.
You see the shoes,
Yeah.
little darling?
He be doing his,
Like,
he be doing his interviews. His girl be coloring in the corner.
man. Nobody talks about that
No, I mean they do now, but
now, but you know he's
They
long
bring it up
gone.
for
Yeah.
seconds.
He was a great white hope back then. So
Right.
they're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and a lot of dudes was like, "Yeah, I do like him." Yeah, they was feeling him on that.
Right.
Like, man,
Bro, if it was socially acceptable, there would be a ton of
Oh,
people.
Oh
here.
my God,
Yeah.
it'd
Oh
be
yeah.
so many.
Sickening.
oh yeah,
Disgusting.
I'm like, what do you want a child for, yo?
they be at the middle school every day.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
selected.
All kind of treats.
And the cold part is, like, if you was a grown woman that wanted me, as a kid, you could have had every piece.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You could have had every piece of young Tony.
Nah, yeah.
It depends what age, because like at a certain age, I was scared of even girls my age. So
Yeah.
an older one would have terrified me. But
I'd have felt more safe with an older woman.
come high school, if one of them, if a teacher or grown woman, I'd have been like,
She pulled me over after class, like, Tony.
Yeah, like middle school, elementary, I'd have been like, oh god, it'd have been too much.
Tony, help me take down the chalkboard, the eraser.
For sure,
Yeah.
Miss Brown.
Right. But 14, 15, oh.
Yeah, I heard rumors about teachers back then, but I was always scared. Like, nah.
So you wouldn't allow
I was
the
too scared.
defined teacher at the school?
I wouldn't. She know too much.
I
I need
would've.
someone around my beginner age.
I
I've been
was
like,
all
teach
in.
me.
Yeah.
Teach me, Miss Deal.
Man.
She might go straight to something you ain't ready for.
I mean, I wasn't ready for
It's
my
definitely gonna mess up
virginity
your.
Ready
law.
It's
for
definitely gonna mess
nothing.
up your mind after.
Oh, you messed
Oh,
up.
yeah,
Messed
you're
up,
done.
regardless.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 16,
I'm just
17.
saying,
Yeah, we're just
I
saying
would've
we
been-
at that
Wait,
age.
what
At that
age y'all
age, I would have
talking
been willing.
16, 17, you ain't ready for no hot wax and handcuffs.
Nah.
You like, huh?
Not at all.
But you think so? You think you
Ma.
are.
Now
in
you'll
that
never
moment.
live life the
I
same.
ain't ready for that now.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. For me, in that moment,
Yeah.
I'd have been down, but I'd
And
have
a
been
lot of
told.
people won't admit that they are messed up from having sexual encounters way too
yeah.
early. Like they be like, "No, I was 13 and this." I'm like, "You are fucked up,
Right.
And you don't know that you're messed
That changed
up."
your whole trajectory after that.
Yeah, I know some people who be like, they always claim to be a freak, and you be like, well, what's a freak? And you name something you do, and be like, man, that ain't freaky. And you be like, oh man,
Well, what have
where's
you
your
been
head
doing?
at?
Right.
That was my best. I
Yeah,
gave you.
that's
Like,
all I had right
Man, you
there.
ain't freaky. Talk about from the back.
I looked at myself in the mirror after that day.
I don't think it's funny, man. People be like, "What's the freakiest thing?" I'm like, my whole goal was always to just be great at the basics. You know what I mean? I was like,
Humble.
I'm just gonna master the basics and be like, wow, I was the best that I've
Did you
ever
say
had.
your whole goal?
My whole goal,
Okay.
my whole goal.
Oh, Hogo.
No.
Not Hole.
Whole go- no,
I
you said
definitely
whole
said
goal,
whole.
right?
I definitely said whole. Yes,
Okay.
Craig
Okay.
was
Whole.
being
Okay.
hilarious. But yeah, I was always like, I don't need to be like, I don't know whatever the shits is, but I'm like, let me just be really great at the regular stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm like NBA bat. I'm like, let me dribble. Great, you got handles. I can set picks. Go hit the mid range jumper, nigga. I'm the guy that gives you
ain't dunking.
20. I can't dunk. I'm the guy that go give you 20 score buckets. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, yo, that's a
Draymond
solid-
Green.
No, not even a Draymond, like Rip Hamilton, bro. I'm here.
Rip Hamilton,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? Let me-
okay.
I got a couple All-Stars underneath me, a championship. I won at UConn. You know what I'm saying? I'm a champion. But you're like, I'm not a star.
But not MJ.
I'm not MJ. No, I'm not even trying to be MJ, bro. I'm not trying to be
What
none
if
of
they
them.
Just
ask
being a
you
good role
for
player.
a dunk?
Huh?
What if they ask you for a dunk mid game?
I can't. I give you a solid finger roll.
You
like,
slapping
"Ooh,
backboards."
I give you one of these dope
You
finger
wide
rolls.
open. You wide open for
Yeah.
the dunk. You ain't gonna take it.
And it's that
I'ma
moment.
I'm gonna be that smooth. I'm coming up.
No, but what if you have the
Could've.
ability to dunk?
That's the dude that gets
well,
traded.
that's different because like, but who was then you get those cats like who was that dude from the Lakers, Shannon Brown? Where's
Right.
he at now?
But if the coach is
He won a
requesting
championship.
you,
He's out the league in a
He
couple
was one of them
years.
role players that you talk about.
Right.
being.
No. But Hamilton was instrumental in a championship squad.
what I'm saying, if your coach is like, I need you to dunk tonight.
No.
Yeah.
I need you to you better dunk.
You got the height to dunk.
right. You
Oh, if I have, but here's the thing. If I have the height to dunk, do you want a barely like, okay, I barely went in? You know what I mean? Or do you want like, yo?
Sometimes coaches want a different change.
Right.
Sometimes they want to see a dunk.
and
Sometimes
that-
they
and
want a
that's-
crowd to get
right.
out.
And
You're
that's
wide
fine.
open.
And that's fine. And that's let's tell
It
you.
was a steal. They
Yeah.
passed.
Don't be
you
Ben Simmons
down
not
the
shooting the
court.
three.
What if you can't dunk and now you on a trade block?
Wait, if I'm on that's fine. There's a team who wants my 20 a night. You guys understand that? There's somebody who's been dealing with
20 a
somebody.
night
who,
is a
That's
lot.
a lot. That's an all-star.
regular, by the way.
And Rip was
What
an
you talking
all-star,
about?
by the
That's
way.
what that's what I
Rip was
said.
solid.
No. But then you have the LeBrons and you have your MJs and you have your Kobe's and you have these guys. You know what I mean?
So you're saying you're gonna switch teams if you don't live up to the coaches what
Hey,
they
before
want.
Rip got to Detroit, right?
Right.
He was in DC. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes where you're at originally isn't where you're meant to be to win, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I think he said he's gonna get traded.
You got to find someone. You got to find someone who wants you and you compliment. You know what I'm saying? In that team. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not trying to be.
I want a max deal. I'm going through the legs. I'm dropping 50.
Keon at the All-Star games. He's doing the 3-point contest,
doing it all.
dunk contest,
Whatever
all
it
that.
takes to make the team
Whatever
go
it takes.
to get that
You're a team
championship.
player, Keon.
No,
deal.
because Keon's the dude who's gonna take all the money and nobody else wins. Keon's like, I got mine. Good luck.
No, I'm doing what the coach is asking.
Yeah, he's
they was like,
talking-
we need you to put
Yeah,
up 40. I'm going for 40.
I'm like, hey, you're gonna get this 20.
They be like, but your ankle, I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm doing Isaiah Thomas hobbling along, dropping it, man.
And collecting that MVP
Yeah.
trophy.
Nah, it's a
Going all
contract
out.
year. I gotta think about next year, guys.
Going all out.
So Keon's gonna be delivering his MVP speech.
Oh,
right?
every time. Every time. That's what I'm going for.
You know, you just gotta pull up when it's crunch time.
Yeah.
Next question.
Wiping your mouth. You gotta do what you gotta do to make sure
I
that.
play every game like it's my last. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Every night.
These things aren't guaranteed. You know, you got to go out and give it your all every time. There's Blue Chew. There's all kind of stuff that you can take during the
We
game.
got the supplements going.
What up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Y'all know what that Blue Chew is. Blue Chew is a all-natural chewable tablet for men to, get it up and keep it up.
Hey, man, I like the sound of that, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You need that extra boost
boost.
around, too.
Athletes drink, enhancers.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we have enhancers?
I mean,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I've tried it, and it works.
yeah.
It works. You stay up once
Hey.
you're up. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you can benefit. You're more confident when you know you like, oh, I'm about to do this work.
The best compliment you can give is like, hey, I'm tired. I can't go on. Oh, you're tired? You're tired, huh? Oh, man. I done wore you out.
And that's when
That's
you
a
look
good
in the
feeling when you
when
feel
look in
like
the mirror.
you wore out.
You look in the mirror and you wink and you say, "Thanks, Blue Chew."
Well, they passed right out before they even made it to the bathroom.
Oh, before the clean?
Yeah.
Ew.
I need some Blue Chews.
Okay.
I need
Go
some.
ahead and get that, man.
Yeah, man.
And everybody can get it. Everybody can get it right now. They have a special deal for the listeners. Visit bluechew.com. Get your first shipment free. Free.
It's right up your
The
alley.
free
DC.
rise.
Power up your penis
Perfecto.
Power up your penis.
with Blue Chew.
Why did I hear the mushroom sound? in Mario Brothers bathroom?
Use our special promo code ISSUES and just pay $5 for shipping. That is it.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
You say what? Issues?
$5?
Issues. Got it.
Issues. Again, that's Blue Chew, BLUE chew.com. Promo code ISSUES. Try it for free. It works, guys. It works. I can't even. I love when I get to plug stuff and I'll be like,
It works.
yes.
Yeah. Because nothing hurts more than when you're lying to the people. It's the best thing ever. And then it didn't, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
if it don't work for me, I'm coming back for you guys.
Okay. All right. You coming back for us?
Yes, for you two.
I'll take your word on it that it works. You don't have to prove nothing.
She gonna come. Look at it.
Yes, I'm going to come back and be like, it didn't work for me.
But anyway, guys, go ahead and try it out.
That's kind
The
of.
audience better appreciate that brilliance we just displayed.
Oh man, that was great. That was
They
great,
will.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was great.
They will, you know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, I'm really enjoying the swing back here though.
Hey, man,
This
you
is
having a
actually
good time,
really
man?
dope.
I'm
We're in
enjoying
the
you
room.
being back there. We all turned and judged you a minute ago. Everybody had their body turned. It was so judging.
In the back with his shades on.
It do
I
look
love
comfortable now. I'm gonna be sitting there next time. You know what, Chaz?
Nah, man. Got my
bird
swing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the bird cage.
Bird cage. That's the fact check.
You should have
chair.
to do something, to sit in the bird cage. Something should
Man,
go
get in the
on.
bird cage.
Oh,
Something-
you-
something should go
No,
along
if
with
you're
the bird
wrong,
cage.
you should have to like turn around and just sit back here, just face
The
the
dunce.
wall. Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to what I'm wearing. This is the Dirt label. All right, they're out of Detroit. I can't get up out.
Nobody can see it. Look at the stand. Look at the presentation.
Sloppy.
He fell.
Look at the stain. Look at
I
the
was like,
presentation.
oh, okay, it's hard to get out of.
I just want to give a shot.
Because he was standing straight up.
All right, forget all that. The Dirt label, they're straight out of Detroit. All right, and then this is the Mandalorian teddy
That's
bear.
the Dirt label, straight out of Detroit.
Straight out of Detroit. So
You have to
check them
talking
out.
to the mic.
Imagine the commercial for that.
Right.
The mic was
Chaz
at
was
your
just-
chest. They didn't hear any of that.
That's okay. Dirt Label, straight out of Detroit. My Mandalorian teddy bear. Check them out, man. They solid.
Get it.
I need to watch the second
And
season.
I don't want to hear nothing else from Michigan people. I don't want shouting out Detroit stuff right there. All right. I'm showing love. Okay. There you go.
Chaz be repping the Michigan team.
Come on,
They
man.
just don't rep
Yeah.
him.
They don't
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
all it is.
They don't.
You from Lansing? Man, get him out. I
know.
They got the Lions hat on. I hate sports.
Oh, it's all right, Tony. The Bears will win again. I've never won, bro. Lions have won one playoff game my entire life, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Aren't the Bears
Wait a
winning
minute.
right now?
They did what?
The Lions have won one playoff game my entire life.
They've never
In
won
the
a
90s?
championship.
90.
They have won one playoff game.
With Barry, right?
Yeah.
For Barry.
Shouldn't they do away with a team if they just ain't done
With
shit?
Coach Fonz?
They were so
Was
terrible
that
they
what
made
happened?
Barry
I'm
retire
not sure which
Right.
coach
because he
was.
didn't believe in them.
He was like, I want out. He was
Yeah.
supposed to come to Raiders too when he wanted out.
He was talking about going to Miami. I was like, ooh, him
Who
and
y'all
Dan
talking
Marino.
about?
When Barry
Barry
left,
Sanders.
Oh, Barry Sanders.
He's
They
like-
made the Lions are so bad. They've made two greats
Yeah.
just leave the game.
Yeah,
Barry
they
Sanders
do.
and
Megatron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
They were like, you
Megatron is
suck
done,
so
huh?
bad, and you won't let me out. I'll just quit playing. That's how bad this franchise is.
Yeah.
What's
I
that
know Calvin Johnson was talking about that if they would have been closer to winning, he might have stayed. But they weren't close at all.
Damn, man.
My
You
thing is
loyal to
how much of a dick do you have to be to know that you have Hall of Famers and not let them go?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like when OKC let Westbrook go, they was like, we not. It's it. That's it.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
he doesn't
ahead.
want to be here. We're
Go
not going
ahead
to
and
make
go,
you
bro.
stay
You've
here.
done so much for us. Go ahead and go. The Lions like, no, you stand. You
That's
take this
cold,
abuse.
man.
That's bull.
man, imagine how many yards Barry would have had if he had a
Yeah,
good
the Cowboys
offensive
line?
line. Yeah, man.
Oh.
If he had Emmitt Smith's line,
Bro, that's why I shit on Emmitt Smith.
Why?
I do too, Loki.
Yeah,
I shit on Emmitt Smith
Because that
because
team was insane.
because you had Troy Aikman. Yo, who was the best quarterback Barry Sanders ever played
He
with?
still had to
Name
use his
him.
legs.
Yeah, but he
Maybe
ran.
Rodney P.
Maybe Rodney P.
Maybe.
Who wasn't great at all.
But when you have a quarterback that has a good arm and he decides to hand you the ball, that means you're doing something.
Right. Emmett was,
You can't
Emmett
take
was
away
real
That
from
ill.
line too.
And you
They
had
both
Michael
was
Irvin?
getting off.
And he had Michael, yeah.
They was
Yeah.
getting
Yo,
off.
put him on the lines. You think he's got all them yards?
No.
You think he's got 3 championships?
Barry created so many
He
yards.
did. The stuff Barry was doing was
He
ridiculous.
created
It was
them
fascinating, but I
Bro,
mean,
Barry was the only
Man,
player
I
to have
can't take from
1,000
Emmett
yards.
to give to Barry.
Yes,
Emmett
you-
did his job.
yes,
No,
you
no, not
Emmett,
taking.
Emmett did. He did his
See the
thing.
side.
But Barry
Taking.
Sanders is the greatest to me.
Yeah.
Barry's a
What he
separate
did was
conversation.
nothing.
Come on, man.
What he
Emmett's a
did was
champion.
nothing.
He's real. But
Yeah.
Barry's a different conversation.
Thank you. Nate Newton's a Hall of Fame guard.
Nobody's
Barry
really going to
had a Hall
remember
of Fame
Barry
guard?
down the line because he won no championships.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, DC. All right.
I respect y'all, Barry.
Yada, yada,
enthusiasm. But
Yada,
Barry
yada.
Sanders, man.
I think it's because I was a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh,
when
were
they
you?
were
Why?
winning.
Why was you a
was the one who was
Cow?
I had a coat and everything. It was a thing to do.
Trash.
Now,
You're
as
younger.
much as DC be talking about people, traders from the
Yeah,
Bay.
you know, it's
I'm like, how? As
And
much
this is
Raiders
why
gear was out?
this is why I don't care about DC's football
I
stuff.
see.
He
man.
wasn't a Raider
This
or
is
no, he was a
ridiculous.
Cowboy fan. Then talking about I ride for the Raiders, now I ride for the Niners. Fuck out of here.
Football, smutball.
You know, like he don't.
This is disgusting.
Right, like why? and then-
Foosball
But then he be
football.
trying to talk. That's why I'm like,
Oh.
be quiet, bro.
I'm a Niners fan now because the Raiders left.
I thought you was just kidding. You really
No, he tried.
foul.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
be
no,
mad
no,
when
no.
people ain't Warrior fans.
You got me all mistaken.
People be Laker fans. He went to a whole state. At least people stayed in California.
You got me all
He
mistaken.
went to a whole state.
It's all mistaken. It's a misunderstanding.
What is it?
Trash.
Let's hear
It's a
DC.
misunderstanding. We're gonna
Yo,
discuss
you
it later.
saying you being a Cowboys fan just made my
Wait, hold
head
on, Tony.
was
explode.
a
Let him
Cowboys
explain.
fan.
Let him explain. Go ahead, DC.
Ain't
Everyone
no
had the-
explanation.
There's
Like,
a
let me
strong
explain.
family
No, let
sense
me-
with
he's
Raiders
from
out
where they
there,
got
too.
teams.
No. Everyone was a Cowboys
No, they
fan.
weren't.
Like
I
every-
wasn't.
No, they
like
weren't.
I
everyone
I
wasn't.
was
a
never a
Bulls-
I
Cowboys
was
fan.
never.
Like
Never
everyone
here.
was a Bulls fan.
No.
Oh, you niggas wasn't
I
Bulls
was a
fans?
Bulls
No.
fan.
Tony was.
I'll
I
take
was
that
a
one.
Bulls fan.
He's
I was a
from
Pistons
Chicago.
fan.
You weren't a Bulls fan.
No.
I'm still
Growing
a
up.
Bulls fan.
No.
You
He
weren't a
hated
fan of Michael
He
Jordan.
said that
I
repeatedly.
said that 1,000 times.
Michael Jordan.
Pistons,
I'm
bro.
a Bulls fan. I
You were a
was,
Bulls fan.
Yeah.
It was
But
a
you a
thing.
fraud, too,
Growing up, it was
Craig is a
certain
fraud.
teams when
Craig
you're
is a
young,
fraud.
you don't realize like, oh, I got to be down on my town. You just
Nah,
go with the
man.
win.
No.
Everyone
Down
was a
with the
Bulls
town.
fan. The Bulls had to be the most reputable team when you were in the 90s, and everyone.
But I still
Well, you
don't
know-
respect it. Like when people jump ship, because I thought they were really Bulls
When
fans,
you're
and then they
8?
jump ship, I was like, oh man, people was trash.
What if when you're a kid, you don't know? You're just like, oh, these guys are.
You were just an
winning.
8-year-old with no loyalty, yo.
No,
No,
Alright.
that wasn't it. There was nobody like Jordan in the league when
Exactly.
that happened. So when he came, it was a spectacle. And it was like,
So when the
I was a Detroit fan. I wasn't a Knicks fan. I was always the fan of whoever we played everybody in the city would be going for the Knicks, and all of a sudden I become the other team's fan.
Another
you
traitor.
not
By
Craig's
default.
not loyal.
Another
Craig
traitor.
was just a
Don't
troll.
be looking for support.
Another
over here.
traitor. Thank you, Craig.
Oh man, look
Wait,
out.
hey, no. I was just looking for some love.
Trash.
Hey. Oh, nah.
But now, when I got older and I realized, like,
Trash.
I'm from the Bay. Everything was Bay.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
You wasn't 8 when Cowboys was.
11.
That's old enough. That's old
I
up.
took
You
off
had a
3 years.
kid
I'll give
already.
you a
I was
pass
saying,
when
he
you're a
was already
kid.
changing
I'll give
diapers.
kids a pass because you don't really understand.
Still your
it.
mentality, though.
Nah, man.
But now
As an
I'm
adult,
loyal
I've
to
been
the
a
soil.
Laker hater nonstop.
Never liked the Lakers.
Undeniable.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's not a team, though.
My whole life. The Lakers are a team.
No, not like a team, though. Like, to be a Laker hater.
You go to a sports
I'm
bar
like, who
with
do you
Laker
root for?
fans.
No. I'm like, who do you root for, Craig? I'm a Laker hater. I'm like,
But he could be just a fan
Okay.
of the sport. That's fine. Like I'm just a fan of the NBA.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm a fan. I just like basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even have. When I was growing up, I liked the Suns because my favorite player was KJ,
Mm-hmm.
and then I liked Ray Allen. So it's like wherever. You know,
Wherever they went.
And now I just pull for like I never had because when I was growing up, the Warriors sucked.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tim Hardaway team was good. When they
I don't
had
like
So
Tim
if they
Hardaway.
was
I don't
good,
like
would
when
you have
Keon
been
talks
a
about
Warriors
the
fan?
Warriors. I don't like when
You know
Keon
what I mean?
speaks on the
Hey, who
Warriors.
cares now?
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
loyal to
exactly.
He's not loyal to them.
Anyway,
You had on your Cowboys jacket. At the,
I did have a Cowboys
but let
jacket.
me
That's
ask
the way
y'all
it
this: if the Warriors were good when y'all were kids, would you be Warriors
Yeah.
fans today?
yeah.
Yeah.
Trash.
Nah, after what the Bulls did to Jordan, it hurt my feelings. I was like, I can't rock with no organization.
Now look out,
They
man.
got rid of the best player ever.
But we didn't find that out till later on in life.
No, I knew about it.
okay.
I thought
How'd you
we-
know, Craig?
Being around, listening to Sports Center, and they spoke about it, and seeing them go to
Now,
a
if the
different
Warriors
team.
was good when I was little, I would have been, like I was a kid and I was like, they suck.
Right.
And what happened too, my
Who's
dad.
there, Barron?
Wait, who is your
Was
team?
Barron there when you was
I
a
told you,
kid?
I'm just a fan of the NBA.
Oh, you don't have an NBA team.
Who'd y'all
I'm
have back then? Chris
No,
Mullin?
when I
Chris
was, it
Mullin,
was Chris Mullin, Tim
Tim
Hardaway.
Hardaway,
and
I got
Mitch
skills.
Richmond.
Who's that?
So they was good,
Run
but
TMC.
my dad's favorite player was Barkley. So
okay.
we used to watch Sun games all the time. I got a load of Kevin Johnson. I was like, I'm all in.
Sacramento.
Oh, he must have
with-
dunked on somebody, and you was like, oh.
Olajuwon, he was just killing, and I was just like, this dude is
He was
cold.
great.
And I was like, I was a Kevin Johnson fan. And I still, my whole life, I wanted the Warriors to do well.
Mhm.
But I wasn't like a diehard. But
Right.
I always wanted them to do well. Like, I was like, if they was playing, I want them to win. Because, at home, they only show the local games. So you watching the Kings and the
Right.
Warriors. That's it. So I'm pulling for them, but I was never, all in. And that's what pissed me off when they got good. There was a lot of people like me who was like, yeah, we mess with them. But we not fans like that.
Right.
They got good all of a sudden. It's, oh,
The
yeah,
switch
I'm
up.
a fan.
I was here the whole time.
No, you
well,
wasn't,
hold on.
because
Well,
you had
also-
Bulls jackets and Laker jackets and all that. You wasn't in.
Wait,
Love Nation, baby.
wait, but
wasn't
also a team has to give you a reason to cheer, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, okay, I'm not talking to you, DC. I'm
on,
talking to the
man.
people. All right? But I've been a Lions fan forever. I only had Barry Sanders, even through all after he left. Right? I cried the day he retired. I remember that.
You cried?
I did.
Oh God.
Because
How old were you when you cried?
Ridiculous.
I might have been 12, but also I was
Soft.
I was
Yeah, you
kind of
was
soft.
soft.
But that was a sports icon. King Griffey Jr. was a sports icon. Like
Griffey.
those were my guys. You know what I'm saying? And then so anyways. But even as a Lions fan, I'm like, people should stop buying tickets until they get it together. People should stop buying. Like, you have to give us a product to put our money into. You know what I mean?
I feel that. 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
So-
but at the end of the day, we still know that you're a Lions and a Pistons fan.
Well, no
We've
doubt.
always known that.
Now, I
These
shouldn't
people
be.
back home.
They
you
owe
did
me
not
money
know
by
they were
now.
Warrior fans. Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I
I
feel
by
it.
myself kept this organization
it.
alive.
I
But
was
like, I'm a Raider fan. They suck.
Yeah.
But I'm a Raider fan.
Exactly.
The Warriors fan, I didn't know
Loyalty.
half of these people were Warrior fans until
Yeah,
2015.
DC look like he on
Loyalty.
trial.
Keon, that's not true.
half of
Keon.
these people were not Warrior
You
fans.
just get
before
more proud
2015.
when your team starts winning. You get louder.
No.
You do.
That's
people
what it
do get
is.
louder.
They
You
do
get
get
louder
louder,
when
but
your
you're
team
supposed to
starts
know
winning.
at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and I never knew you were a Warrior fan.
you
And I was
can't
like,
You're supposed to
no.
know what people
You're supposed to
stand.
know.
But you can't talk shit when you're
But
losing.
you're still
It's very
supposed to
hard.
know.
I talk shit all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a
I be feeling
Giants
bad for
fan, and I'm
Chicago all
still
the
talking.
time.
We might make the playoffs with
Right.
2 wins.
I talk.
You're
shit
supposed to
about
at least
Chicago
know
all
who
the time.
somebody's team is, and I had no clue
Yeah.
These people gave a damn about the Warriors. Then not only did they suddenly give a damn, they got obnoxious. You don't have the right to be obnoxious if you didn't go through the suffer years.
Right.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to just jump on and be like, yeah, I'm proud now. No.
I feel that 100%.
No.
You learned something, DC. DC's like, I did.
No, it's not true.
You can do it.
It's
I proved it.
Keon's full of hot air right now.
Nah, man, look out, man. I feel Keon 100% on this one.
Because the whole point of your team getting good is I was there when they weren't good. Same with people who ride with us. I was there when you was doing open mics.
When you had
And
2
now-
followers,
right.
I was one of them.
So people do that all the time. They'll hit you be like,
That's
I've been
different.
here. since you no, it's not.
Nah.
We're talking about organizations
But
and
you
Y'all
still
are
got to be there
individual
when it ain't going
accolades.
good.
You got to be
I
there.
get it.
If I catch a charge tomorrow, the people are down. Y'all better not leave.
I'm that guy you can't convince. I get what you guys are trying to do here.
Because I was blessed to at least see Chicago being good as a kid.
Yeah.
Like when they won the Super Bowl, I was little, but I was like, man, we had a good team here in Chicago. And then, Michael Jordan, it was like,
Right.
we that city.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's been struggle city. The White Sox went in here, and then the Cubs and Blackhawks be killing, but like, football and basketball.
Is the
And then when Derrick Rose I was like, oh, we got the potential again.
I thought when Derrick Rose, I was like, y'all gonna be champions again.
And
I
then-
did not.
Nah.
think that.
They had a complete team.
No, they
Joakim.
didn't.
We still needed some pieces,
Yeah.
but Derrick
They were
Rose was
good.
doing so good that
Yeah.
he was carrying like
He was doing a
Chicago
lot.
further
That's
than
right.
we
Touche.
should have been.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
remember Taj Gibson was a big supporting piece of that. Hey,
I love
We would
Taj when
always
he was
have
on
like the
Bulls.
pieces.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
coming
saying.
in.
They had
got
it was a
good
complete
contract.
team,
Like
wasn't it?
that season where he got hurt in the first game against Philly.
Yeah.
Like we could have did even better than the season before that, but he
Yeah.
got hurt, and then after that collapsed.
It seemed like y'all was trying to do what Detroit did with a bunch of like mediocre name players and 1 star. Not
Detroit
gonna
didn't
happen
do that?
nowadays. Yeah, they did.
Oh, you're talking about the original Bad Boys. Sorry.
And the second Bad Boys
who was the
with
big
Rip
star?
Hamilton. Well,
Well, they were never the bad boys.
No, I said they were trying to do it. Detroit did, but
Went
with
by
a star,
collective?
But with
meaning
a star.
Derrick Rose.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha, kid,
man.
with the
So
collective.
that gave me a glimmer of hope, and I was like, yes, and then boom, and then I was like, God damn it, sick of it, man. And then
Especially
the
on
Bears,
basketball, bro, when like one player, huge difference. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
One
I've
player can
seen
control the
trash
game more.
quarterbacks and teams still win.
Oh, Rex
Tampa
Grossman,
Bay?
Trent
Ravens?
Dilfer
Rex Grossman.
with the Ravens. Trent Dilfer, I was
Okay.
like, how does he have
You
one?
got all the way to the
Giants,
Super Bowl with that
2
raggedy
champ-
quarterback.
Yeah, Eli. Come on,
Giants,
man. Eli, the
2.
most average quarterback to win
The
2
greatest
championships.
Eli's not
average
that-
quarterback
yeah, Eli
ever.
gets disrespected a lot, but if you look at
He's
his numbers
getting
and
the
what he
job
did,
done.
He's the
bruh,
greatest
his
average
touchdowns
quarterback
is,
ever.
Like, he's a Hall of Famer.
He was
Like,
getting
people
the
shit on
job
this dude.
done.
He's a Hall of
quietly.
What
Famer
are you talking
because
about?
of the championships for sure.
For sure.
It just
But his
wasn't pretty.
defense
He wasn't
was
getting it done
amazing.
pretty.
No, his
Eli was
defense
basic.
was so dope.
He's thrown over 250 touchdowns.
Bro,
which
his
is, like,
defense
top
was
10.
amazing. That was it. That's when you had Michael Strahan, who's the all-time sack leader. That's when you had who's the
Yeah.
dude missing
Well,
2
he
fingers
also had
on that
Tiki
side
Barber.
now.
And he also had the dude that shot himself
Yeah.
Plexico too, right?
Plaxico Burris.
I'm just like, your team was great.
They
And
had
that
a really good
defense
team.
was the shit.
He still got it
But he
done,
still
though.
was.
You still got to.
He's better than
Yeah.
the Grossmans and them. Like,
Nobody
way-
Yeah,
ever
absolutely.
picks him first on your quarterback.
Never.
list.
But that don't mean you a bad quarterback.
He's
Yes,
the
it
greatest
does.
average.
The middle.
He's not top 5 on anybody.
He might be a little
No.
bit above average, though.
He's
the
above
greatest.
average.
I give you above average.
Yeah, and that's
Sure.
I'll give him
2
good.
rings.
I'll give him. He was
I'm
good.
not giving him good.
He
I'm
wasn't
giving him
great.
above
Well, you
average.
got to
He's
put him
good.
above average with Super Bowl
with
wins.
Super Bowl wins
Absolutely.
and his numbers. His numbers. are
Eli
not
has made
nothing to
some
sneeze
Look
at.
at the
great
numbers.
He's made some great legendary plays. There's no doubt about that. That one that he almost got sacked and threw that up and homeboy caught off or something. I was like, that's probably one of the greatest plays of all time.
when they beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl.
they beat
I
them
was
twice.
yeah, they beat,
Wow.
they beat
Cowboys.
But
Twice,
that one where they were undefeated the whole time, and then the Giants just came out of nowhere and was like,
That was the only time I was torn with the Patriots because I wanted to see Randy Moss get a ring, but I was like, I just don't want to see him do it. with
Don't
them.
let the wild card Giants in.
You know, yo,
Wild
they
card
was killing.
Giants
They
are
were
a
dangerous.
problem,
Let the wild
man.
card
They were
Giants.
dangerous.
they wild carded the mess out of that, man.
I wish I was more into football. I just don't.
Hey, look out, man.
Well, now I don't really.
Well, that's why I have a
into it
team
now.
in football and baseball because I'm like, yeah. But with basketball, I like it so much.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
like, oh, I know every player, every.
Basketball, I'll be all in. You know what I'm saying? We always be on here talking about, people get mad at me saying I'm not empathetic, sympathetic. You're too raw, no chaser, yada, yada, yada,
Mhm.
yada. And I feel what people are saying.
Yeah.
I definitely get it, something I'm working on or whatever. And I get people being in different moods.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up. You
Mhm.
can't be happy all the time. That's just what it is. Even the best of them get down.
Right.
You know what I mean, but for those who do and you don't have anybody to talk to or anything like that, you should look at BetterHelp.
Better health.
BetterHelp.
Oh, better help.
Yeah,
DC, man, look into that, man.
I
You got the
I
sunglasses.
thought he was
on,
talking to
man.
me.
Sunglasses are a cry for help.
Yeah,
Man.
Right.
They are.
It's nice outside.
Me
right
and
there.
Chaz are hurting.
I am hurting.
Oh, Jazz is big hurting back there with the.
Yeah, what
the
they
Make
do
It
is
Green. Oh, sorry.
they assess your needs and they match with your own licensed professional therapist.
Okay.
All right, so you can start communicating under 48 hours. It's not a crisis hotline,
Mm-hmm.
not a self-help center, because you know a lot of people be looking for like that. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's just professional counseling.
You just call them. This is all over the phone.
All on the phone. A broad range of expertise available.
Okay.
When you're not, local or area, just phone call. Somebody just,
That's
talk to.
easy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
You
you
ain't
get to
got
talk
to
to somebody. Before
You just
it
need
becomes
to
a
talk to
crisis,
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because the crisis is different. It's like
Mhm.
that's an emergency where we can maybe prevent the emergency
Yes.
if you just get to talk.
And it's always harder to talk to people you know sometimes because that
The
might come
judgment.
with extra baggage.
Right.
And then, it just don't go well. But professional on the outside looking in.
They ain't got no dog in the fight. So they're just
Right.
like, I'm really here to just listen. And,
Yeah. That's key.
So what you can do, guys, you can go to visit their website. You can look at testimonials, too, if you don't believe us or whatever. You can look at testimonials. And go to betterhelp.com/issues. That's BetterHelp, HELP. And join over a million people who have taken advantage of this.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of help these days.
There so many people actually using it now that they're recruiting more counselors in all
Oh,
50
wow.
states.
So they hiring for counseling.
Yeah.
Oh, and we might
Okay.
be able to get a job and help
I
other people.
definitely would not. I would be trash.
I'm not calling you DC.
I would give good advice.
I think DC would be
They
out
should
there.
probably be
Yeah.
solid.
I would be trash. They'd be like, well, get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you whining
I
about?
just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't know. DC might be like, I understand. What's your bank routing number?
Oh, you got to pay up, man.
Yeah,
I know you're in crisis. Where's my money at? Man?
definitely. But, right now there's a special offer. So listeners get up to 10%. Get 10% off on the first month at betterhelp.com/issues. You got to use the promo code /issues.
Gotta
You get
put them
10%
issues
off.
in there.
But check it out. Y'all, if you need to vent, you need somebody to talk to, you should check it out.
Yeah.
I won't be on there, so don't worry about it.
Greg will be good on there.
Oh, yeah.
Calm Zen McGee.
I
over
like
here.
giving advice that I don't follow.
Yeah. Craig all day. You know what I'm saying?
All right, question.
All right, go ahead. I got to get out of here.
That was a smooth transition, DC.
was.
Oh, yeah, smooth. I wait till it timed out. Raised by your stepdad. You love him to death. Lived in your house, everything. You were raised by him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay relationship with your real dad. They get into a fight.
Fist fight?
Who you helping?
I don't think I would jump in. They just
Nah,
got to squad
yeah.
one-on-one. But for the sake of the question,
Right.
I got to pick who I'm helping.
You have to pick who you helping.
How long your stepdad been in the picture?
Your life raised you.
Oh, I'm
Like since
stepdad.
3?
How much resentment
You
you
still
got
your
against
other
Pops?
dad is not. You don't resent him. He just didn't. Y'all
He
don't
wasn't
have
there.
That,
How
y'all
much
don't
do you
have that
look
close
like
relationship.
him? Do you look a lot like him?
You fucking twins.
Wait, but how long stepdad? Like 2, 3?
He's been in your life since you were 3 years old. Raised you, took you to basketball games, helped you write, learned to
I'm
teach you how to
helping
write.
out.
and
Stepdad.
somebody calls for help. So they both fight and somebody says help.
You don't know who yelled it.
Wait, was Pop gone this
You don't
whole
know who
time?
yelled help.
This is a good son situation.
Yeah.
You got to make a decision.
You gotta make a decision.
Who you?
I think I gotta help my step. He was there.
I'm helping
I gotta
stepdad.
help my stepdad.
It's
Who,
not
who
even-
do I call dad?
Both.
No, I don't call them both pops.
Yeah, you call them both dad.
Nah, I
I
don't.
don't know if
I
that's.
want-
I don't
Yeah.
call my biological father dad,
You
though.
call
I call
one
him
pops.
that's my father, and then I have a dad.
Right.
Dad is there.
Right.
Dad is in your life. Dad.
Yeah, I'm
you
helping.
know.
I'm helping.
Father is just.
I'm helping who raised me.
You sired me.
He just ain't in
So
the
that's my
house. He
father.
still raised you. He's just not in the house with you.
Wait, so he did raise?
Yeah, you still go to your dad on the weekend. You see your real dad on the weekends.
Also, there is a.
There's a relationship
Oh.
with both of them.
Oh, that changes the
that
dynamic. I
changes
thought he
the
was
game.
gone.
You
No.
said you was cool.
Oh.
Oh, y'all cool.
Well, that's better than cool.
Yeah, you set it up like kind of.
It's a
He
tough
changing it
question.
as he
He
goes.
changed.
It's a tough
this is
question either
why
way it goes.
This DC does this every time.
No,
He be
because
like,
y'all try to-
apples or oranges, but the apple. got a worm in it. And he was like, okay, we'll take the orange. But the orange been pissed on.
No,
so you got to.
Pissed off?
Because y'all be trying to
just
wiggle
the
out
peel,
of
though.
it.
No, because you asked a question and then want us to answer a certain way, so you start changing it.
No,
you do.
It's a tough
and
question.
you never
regardless.
answer first. You answer first.
Yeah, go ahead. DC.
I'm helping out. I'm gonna have to help out my real dad.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause-
But now that you created we see him on weekends,
Yeah.
it's tough now.
Yeah.
Who do I live with 5 days a week? I'm helping
Stepdad.
him. I'm helping stepdad. Who give me more allowance? I'm helping that nigga. I'm helping the one I see every day.
you still got to deal with real dad on the weekend. So
That's tough though, man.
that's a
Because
tough
now,
question.
because they're both in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
now I
if
don't know.
your
What
dad,
we talking about helping? We just restraining or you swinging on somebody?
We stomping them out.
Nah, no stump out. Just you.
Are we restraining
you,
one?
You just picking a side. Like, get off of him.
You know what? I'm gonna
Well,
help.
I might help the
Step Pops.
loser.
I'm gonna pretend to like break it up and like give him the upper hand sometimes. Shit, just because we in the house. He's taking time out of his day and shit to give it to me. You know he don't have to. I'm gonna give it to Step.
You know what I
Pops.
do? I got it. I know what I do. I'm gonna help whoever's losing. Okay. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help whoever's losing.
that's fair.
That's fair. That's
I'm
a fair
a-
answer.
That's
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna help whoever's losing, and then I'm gonna tell the other one like, "Yo,
I had to.
I had to. You,
Yeah.
Dad,
You gassed up
I
the
ain't
other
want you
one.
to kill
I
him.
didn't want
Dad.
you to get stomped out.
Oh, as an
Yeah.
adult
I need
too.
you in my
That's a
life.
great
I didn't want
answer.
you to go to jail.
That's a great
Yeah.
answer.
Nah, I'm instigating afterwards. Like, oh, when you was up in that corner, you was man.
Craig is
They
calling him
gonna fight me
Daryl
a
now.
couple times.
All right, Daryl. See you
Daryl.
later.
First name.
That's a fair answer.
That was a good answer, Chad.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
I had
Bird
to-
cage.
You got
We
one
gotta
more,
get out of
DC?
here.
No, go ahead, Chaz. I got another question, but go ahead if you got something from
No,
that.
I didn't have another question.
Of course he don't
have.
have
Somebody
a question.
has
He's
to
not
win.
prepared.
I got another
I mean, I can
question?
go to it. Keon said I had to go.
No, I said I have one more and then I got to go.
Okay.
No,
So
DC.
do
What
you
you
have an
got?
audience?
What you got?
I got one.
I had to go find it. DC said
We'll
he
do an
had to go.
audience. We'll do an audience
You
next
got
week.
an opportunity to take acting classes. You taking them with Forrest Whitaker or Denzel Washington?
Denzel.
I'm taking it with Forrest
Why?
because
He's disappeared in roles.
he's more diverse as far as his resume and like what I want to do. Like because Denzel's an absolute star and he's a master
Right.
at what he does. Forrest Whitaker's giving me a whole bunch of different ranges that I want to tap into.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I might not have that movie star quality innately like Denzel does.
You saying you're more of a character?
Yeah, I'd rather be. I could be a lead like Last King of Scotland, or I could just be a character actor on the side, small role, disfigured, all that.
But Forrest Whitaker got a lot of starring roles. Too.
That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
that's what I'm
both.
saying,
He can
yeah.
be. He's been on the side.
I'm
several
with
times.
you on Forrest Whitaker.
But what
as
about
well.
that ladies' man quality that Denzel? You know what I mean? Like
I don't really want that.
Oh.
I'd rather be. Oh, I could be a ladies' man in one picture. I could be a hunchback in another. You know what I'm saying? So
My
I'm gonna go
answer
with Forrest.
just was straight because Denzel's I just want to meet him.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was one class and I switched to Forrest's class.
Oh, don't trip.
Like,
Who do I want to meet? Denzel.
Yeah,
But the
like,
class.
the class for acting purposes, Tony's 100% correct. But if you was just like, you got one chance to sign up, I got to meet Denzel. Like,
I was more so focused on learning the craft.
Well, learning the craft probably. Not that we can't learn from Denzel, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Of course
No
you can.
disrespect.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but Tony's answer I agree with, but just like when you said Denzel, I was like, just yeah, oh god,
My knee jerk was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me think.
I gotta do it.
With me, I would. They're two different type of actors. I would choose Denzel because he teaches. He has like a great starring quality where he's him in everything, but he fits.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to be you in different situations. And character acting, growing up with a lot of people to do character acting, it's easier that I see for me is to be a character or a caricature of somebody than to actually be you in this situation.
And still make it fit.
And make it
That makes
That's why
sense.
Denzel's the
That
man,
makes sense.
man.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Denzel.
Because I'm looking at Denzel
Wait,
in
what?
old English movies.
Wait, you just gave Tony a whole mountaintop speech.
Well,
on
Tony's
how
what
he's
he
co-
said for him was dope,
Right.
but what he said, and I already want to meet him. I'm just meeting Denzel. I'm not
like-
going.
Denzel could have did a character of Malcolm X, or he could have did his version of Malcolm X.
He
and
did his version.
his version. He wasn't mimicking like speeches and all that. He was giving
Right.
a speech as
I believe he was
Denzel.
Malcolm X.
I did.
I'm
Some
on
people
roll.
really think that's him, though. You see the tattoos some people did? It'd be the Denzel Malcolm X, like,
Denzel.
I think I'm gonna fool with Forrest on the strength of just being able to be different, whole different people.
Yo, if you can be a star and star in movies and you can be ugly, like you're a great actor, dog.
Right.
Like that's like Forrest is a funny looking dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's just
Well, a lot of
that's
these
just
people that they
Tony's
say
face.
look good is
Tony's
only
face.
because Hollywood
Just
says they
shredded
look
him up
good.
because of the eye.
I'm just joking.
If you ask most of the celebrities
Is
that are
Forrest
considered
Forrest
handsome
is not considered
in high
ugly, though,
school,
right?
they weren't considered handsome.
Is he considered ugly, Forrest?
Guys,
I
I'm
think
purely
the
joking,
only
of
reason
course.
people consider him in that is just the eye.
Of course.
In the back of his
He's
neck.
easy to make
back
fun
of
of.
the back.
And his
So-
face.
so
his
Forrest-
mouth.
But his face is like, it's not like, ugh.
So if he had a straight eye,
I don't know.
he'd be a
'Cause I
dime.
remember back in,
No.
I loved Bloodsport. And I've watched that a lot of times. Looking at Forrest, I was like, this is not an attractive guy.
Forrest is funny looking, bro, but it
He's
works
funny
for him.
looking. Yeah, he's funny looking.
Nobody.
Not ugly, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
is between
Forrest is
funny
not
looking
a
and
Forrest is
ugly.
not an ugly dude.
Like I said, guys, I was definitely being extreme joking. But even like a Steve Buscemi, I'm like, I don't know how you get work.
Ugh.
He's just funny looking as hell.
Them teeth.
I was just like, but then some dude offered to fix his teeth, and he was like, I'll never work again if I have straight teeth.
I mean,
Oh wow, he said that.
Yeah. He's like, people have offered to fix his teeth multiple times.
Of
He
course.
clearly has the
when you're
money
making
to
that
do
kind
it.
of money, of course the offers are going to come in.
He was like, I would never fix my teeth. He was like, I'll never work again. He's
Who
like,
you
I'm
go-
ugly enough to get work.
Who you picking, Chaz?
I'm going Forrest, bro. I think that I mean, of course you love Denzel. I'm not as I think a bigger fan of Denzel as you guys are. But I mean, of course you love him and you respect him. You know what I mean? But when even looking at Forrest, especially like Godfather of Harlem, I've been really enjoying. I've been really enjoying watching him in that. And Last King of Scotland blew my mind. I'm glad I hated that. I think he won the Oscar maybe over Jamie Foxx or
Right.
I mean over
No,
Will Smith. I think at the time.
Yeah, he beat Will Smith that year.
So I hate to see that, but I was like, yo, he gave it such an amazing performance, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I thought he was great, So it was dope to me to see somebody be, even when he did, what was the samurai movie he did? Remember?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
I did
Ghost
too.
Dog.
Ghost Dog.
Ghost
Yeah.
Dog.
And then
He
watching
got a
him,
dope resume.
yeah, and then watch him in Panic Room. I go like, yo, my man's got great
I love
movies where he
Panic
can
Room.
go be different, and I'm just like, he's a great actor. And of course Denzel's done theater. Of course he's a great.
Denzel's my favorite actor, but Forrest Whitaker.
Fellas, it's been a pleasure.
All right, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
are we all done? Or
That's
Get the hell up out of here. Keon.
Keon's out. This is
But yeah, so I'm gonna go. So we got 3 Forrests, 2 Denzel.
3 Forrests, 2 Denzels. Keon.
what? Who would have thought that Forrest would win?
You know, there's an actor named Denzel Whitaker.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, from the younger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that Forrest Whitaker's son?
No.
There's an actor that looks like Forrest Whitaker's
It was kind of.
He's got a brother.
He played his son in The Great Debaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him.
That's
That's
him.
not-
That's Denzel Whitaker.
Oh, I thought that was his son.
I thought so too.
He was in
but it-
Black Panther too.
Yeah, he's a good
Oh, he
actor.
does look like him.
Yeah, Denzel Whitaker was in Black Panther. He was the.
Are you sure it's not his kid?
He was the one that betrayed.
Oh, that was him.
yeah. He betrayed. Oh boy.
Oh no,
Yeah,
is
he-
that
he,
him?
he played young Forrest Whitaker in the Black Panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wow, cats grow up.
Denzel Whitaker.
We do have questions if you guys wanted to get to them. I don't know what else you guys had on the agenda. Do you have another question?
I got another question, but I can save it for next episode. And we can give
That's
the
a good
audience
question,
something.
DC.
That was a great question.
Oh, were they
That was a
good?
good
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Well,
DC,
that-
you
well,
was-
that-
you
That's
was
why I wanted you for the position.
Yeah, last night I was like, let me see. What
I know when you
can
called
ask
me
him.
and asked me, you should
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, this is from Jamil Campbell. Yo, how did your relationships change with the mothers of your child once the first child came?
Oh, mine was weird because I had a second child right back to back with a different woman, so it
Oh.
changed real quick.
Yeah.
It changed quick.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Nah,
Greg don't wear condoms,
You had
Johnny
peace
too.
in the house,
Raw
and then it was no peace.
I
Was y'all
had-
trying like the whole live together thing and making it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, at first it was just me with 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take my time, my Thursdays and my every other weekends
Mm-hmm.
with all the kids. So at 22, it changed a lot
Yeah.
real quick. I wasn't one of
22.
those dads. I was hands-on. So.
For me, let me see how to change with the mother of my kids.
Yeah, y'all relationship before the kid.
We were
come.
hella young. It probably just it kind of made us a little. Even we had a lot of turmoil with each other. It made us a little closer because it felt like being so young. It felt like it was us against the world, and everybody was talking shit about us. for being like 17, 16,
these
having kids.
Yeah.
So we kind of grew closer in that aspect, whatever. But
Okay.
only for a little bit of time.
Y'all still close?
Nah, we all right.
Okay, cool. Bake?
When we had Serene, we were like we had broken up while she was pregnant with Serene, and then once we had Serene, we were around each other more, you know, because you know he was here. So and then you know we got back together after that. So that's how it changed for us. It was like, you know, we had broken up, and then, you know,
He brought y'all back.
I'm over there, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how that dynamic went.
Yeah, I'm like it was destroyed from the beginning. It was completely lost of trust.
Yeah.
It was like at that time, at 22, you go from one relationship, and I just jumped into another relationship.
Yeah.
I wasn't, you know, running the streets like that. So it was like, okay, now I'm in this new relationship. But at 22, you don't think, oh man, I wonder what happened with the last girl, until she called saying she's pregnant. But it kind of makes it hard for communication when communication is the most important thing at that time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Chaz?
I think we both were really hyped. We were both really cool during the pregnancy, and then I think we both had some postpartum when Izzy came because we weren't happy.
Can men have postpartum?
Yeah,
Chaz say he has it all the time.
I don't want to say all the time. I had it for about 6
No,
months.
I'm saying no, not you. Don't. You always tell us you
Yeah.
had the postpartum.
Yeah, I felt
But
it for
Chaz
like,
is soft. though.
Yeah.
Did you lactate too?
I didn't lactate.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys and women. I'm strong enough to handle this.
Leave Chaz.
No, it's real. Postpartum is real.
But I think it made us work harder to make each other happier in those little parts because I don't like nobody was walking around boo-hooing, but things changed between us and what was the happiness wasn't like around. We were just like.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this kind of sucks right now. We were like, this is not what we thought it was going to be. Not happy where we live, not happy with the money we make. It was all those things. And then, but I would try a little harder to be like, well, let me make sure she has a better day. And then she tried a little harder to make sure I have a better day.
Where y'all at now?
Oh, we're great. We're great. I just do what I want, and she deals with it, and it's hilarious to me. No, we have a good relationship. It's the same thing. It's just about 20 years later.
Yo, don't
He's like,
kick.
that
Yo, don't
sounds
kick
really
Chaz's
real.
ass when he gets home.
No, I think it's just about that.
I'll be
It's
wanting
like,
to talk to Yo.
Me too.
talk to her.
about
It's
that.
all lies.
Yeah.
I made her
he's
breakfast
like that.
yesterday. You know what I mean? I made a.
Did you let her have some of your
frittata?
breakfast, or did you make
I
one
left her a
specifically
corner.
for her?
I left her a corner.
Did you
of
make something
eggs.
you like and then
I always
was
make
like,
something
Did
I
you
like.
make her breakfast or did you just make breakfast?
Right.
I made breakfast for her
Okay.
because I don't really eat
What'd you
breakfast like
make?
that. I made a frittata in like a skillet.
Okay.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you
I'm
eat
fancy
some
out
of
here.
it?
I did.
Yeah.
But I'm not a get up make breakfast guy. She appreciates breakfast in the morning. You know what I'm
Breakfast is the best.
I'm not a breakfast guy. I can go without breakfast.
Yeah.
I like breakfast.
You eat breakfast
but
every
not
morning?
In the morning.
saying? Me?
Well, my breakfast is weird because I be fasting, so
Right.
it's not that
Exactly.
traditional. But I love breakfast food. I
Right.
say that.
Okay.
I love breakfast food.
I could do it for dinner. I
Oh,
usually don't
oh,
eat
easily.
after 2 or something. Yeah.
Breakfast for dinner brings me joy.
A bowl of cereal at midnight?
Oh,
Oh, someone just ordered.
Oh, yeah. That bowl of cereal.
oh yeah.
I don't know. As I got older, I'm not really into cereal anymore.
Me neither.
Boo,
I used to
boo. Sick
love
of
cereal
Craig.
at any time.
What happened?
I don't know. They changed the formula in my
No, they
favorite
didn't.
cereal. Honeycombs ain't what it used to be.
Well, honeycomb
That was my
don't
joint.
taste like it used to. But I haven't had honeycomb.
See, I told you they
in years.
changed
I haven't
the recipe.
honeycombs in a while, but that's the best cereal.
Cinnamon
A long
Toast
time.
Cinnamon
Crunch.
Toast Crunch.
Honeycomb is
Cinnamon
Crunch
Toast
is the
Crunch
best.
gets soggy quicker now. I don't know.
Everything's being
you
made.
can't be
in-
bullshitting. You gotta get
You
in.
gotta
there.
get in there.
But I need the milk to get to that horchata flavor, so I got a little drink.
Cinnamon
Oh,
Toast
you know what
Crunch
I'm
is
talking
amazing.
about, Chaz.
Or chocolate.
You can't move too fast. That's what a horchata
Yo,
milk.
Craig has Cinnamon Toast Crunch down to a science, bro.
It's man.
Because when I was a kid, I didn't know it was that horchata flavor. There wasn't no horchata when I
It
grew up.
makes
You know what I mean?
tremendous milk after the fact.
Yeah. Oh,
For sure, I like
You
the
like,
milk more than
ooh,
the cereal.
cinnamon milk.
There ain't no milk. There ain't no like milk. Cinnamon Toast Crunch got the best best milk, hands down.
Oh,
I think
man.
Apple Jacks has the best
No,
milk.
not
The
over
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is second.
I like Apple Jacks, but it wasn't
Jacks
been
is
a
up
cinnamon
there.
toast.
yeah,
Yeah.
Apple Jacks milk is incredible.
It's good, but
It
not
is.
cinnamon
It's
toast
like
crunch.
pink.
yeah,
It's like
it gives you
strawberry
the-
milk a little
yes.
bit.
And Golden Grams is always underrated to me. I like Golden Grams.
Golden
That
Grams
was
is
the
good
bootleg cinnamon toast
It
crunch.
was the bootleg cinnamon toast crunch.
What about Cocoa Pebbles? Give you a good little chocolate
That's
milk.
a nice
after.
little chocolate.
That's
I'm
a
not
nice
a
little
chocolate fan,
milk.
so I didn't-
Frankenberry.
Yeah.
I'll mess with
I'm fine, man.
Frankenberry with the strawberry
I've
milk.
never had
or
any
blueberry.
of those. I've never had any of those.
I'm gonna bring you some.
Never had.
I'm gonna go find them.
Nah, that's too much stuff in there now.
You know, my mom wouldn't let me eat. I never could have Cookie Crisp. I still never had Cookie
that's
Crisp.
because
to
they're
this
just
day.
cookies, man.
I'm gonna bring you
Cookie
some.
Crisp.
You
I
gonna
respect
have a
Cookie
bowl.
Crisp.
You gonna have a bowl. I'm
It's too much
find it.
sodium and then the sugars in there.
Just have like 5.
Have a
Look,
cup,
all you can
Tony.
do
I
is
gotta finish the whole
Tony, have
bowl.
a cup though.
And do with some almond milk.
Have a cup, Tony. You can do a cup.
Blueberry, I've always been curious about.
Hey,
I
they
never did a
hike the price
Dracula.
up on them too.
Mm-hmm.
Kids love all.
I ain't
I
seen
feel like
blueberry.
blueberry wasn't always available.
Yeah, I don't think
They
it's
would
out.
come-
It's not at
they
every
would come
store
in
either.
like the McRib.
Right.
They'd be like, blueberry's back.
And Frankenberry, it come around Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a? I never had a McRib. Is it anybody have it? Is it?
I had a McRib in elementary school because it was the same sandwich. They used to give us the McRib in the 80s.
and that was the
And,
sandwich.
and it's nothing rib about the McRib. It's
No.
not like
Nah.
a barbecue rib.
They need to put a fake bone in
Yeah.
it.
I was
like,
Put
a little bone
plastic
in it.
Fake
bone in
bone
it.
shape.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no ribs.
There's
in here.
nothing rib about the McRib.
That's probably not real meat.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's like barbecue sirloin or something.
Right.
All right, let's do one more question. What's our time, Cam? Oh, you guys
We
got
got enough
light
for another
today.
one more.
No, we just got one more question. We'll
One
get the hell
more?
out of here.
I think we got two more.
No, look out,
One
man.
more.
There's a bunch of questions in here though.
Yeah,
Come
of
on,
course.
Chaz.
We'll get to them. Save them for next
Stop
week.
we'll
holding
save it
on
next
to the
week.
swing like you going fast.
Like this. Wee.
Yeah, why is he holding on?
I feel like y'all just jealous so you ain't got shit to hang on to. This
I
is
mean,
dope.
you're right.
I feel secure.
It look kind of fun.
This is dope.
Retrospect.
I never ever wanted. I'm never sitting on it. I thought about should I move up? I was like, no, I'm not sitting in peasant seats. No, I got the skybox back here.
All right,
baby.
man. Cue up the
All right,
question. Shit.
can you describe the first time you became someone's mentor, excluding your children? How did it feel to know someone was looking up to your guidance? Oh, I'm sorry. This is from Brother in Blue. How did it know to feel someone was looking up to your guidance? Where were you? Were you even aware you took on that role at the time? How'd you handle it? It's 8 questions in one. I'll read it again.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, senior year junior year in high school, being a basketball player, we would go. Me and my buddy John would go to a elementary school
No.
to go teach the kids basketball every day at lunchtime.
No.
And seeing those kids,
DC love the kids.
yeah, seeing those kids be like when we would come to the class, wow, like we were Michael Jordan and like walking in, and we were just basic high school basketball
Yeah.
players, and they couldn't wait to get outside and just learn layups
Right.
and how to shoot. But just their reaction to us made me be like, dang, this is dope. How they really are enthused. We did article in the newspaper for it and
Oh,
everything.
wow.
No.
And it was just
DC was
that
the guy.
yeah, seeing that was like it felt hella good.
Now look at you.
Yeah.
You're a comedian slinging jokes around.
Right.
What's up, Craig? What you got?
I'm trying to think.
I love, I don't call it mentoring, but I always love giving advice since I've been in the industry for so long
Since
and seeing
birth.
people come in and go out. I love giving advice for things that aren't necessarily industry related. As far as getting credit together, buying homes,
No.
investing in stocks. It's things that, a lot of times the people in our industry, this is their first time experiencing wealth, so they don't know exactly how or what to do, and a lot of time fear is put upon us when we're coming out here, and checks aren't always there, so fear is something that floats with us all the time. So I sit with a lot of people and let them know it's possible and ways of working towards it or getting to it.
Wait, wasn't it just for kids though?
No, it's
question?
mentoring in general.
Oh, mentor. My bad.
Mentoring. The first time you realized you were a mentor to
Oh, okay.
someone.
And plus, it's hard to give somebody like career mentor advice because that shit's like lightning in a bottle. Sometimes that shit just strikes, so you can't be like, man, this is the way you should go. And you should.
Right.
And you probably done it enough in the writer's room also.
Oh, for sure. Any new writer, I walk them through. I give them not hold their hand, but
But is there
yeah.
somebody out there who you're like, yeah, that's my young
Protege.
apprentice. Yeah.
Man, I've seen so many people in Hollywood come up that You look on TV, yeah. They came through Wayne's project.
Yeah.
I was there writing and talking to them for
Yeah.
sure.
Tony.
Bake?
Man, I can't think of a specific mentoring. Like, you know, it happens in like spurts where like, you know, people will hit me up for advice or like, you know, what they always ask me about stand-up advice. And I always tell them, I'll be like, yo, you just got to get up. You got to hit stages. You got to hit stages repeatedly. I always tell people, stop quitting.
Right.
Because, you know, the momentum, you'll lose it. And then like, you know, even now, like people hit me up for tips on growing social media followers and stuff like that. And I'll be like, it'd be the same thing. I'll be like, you know, you just got to be consistent.
Right.
You know, whatever speaks to you creatively, keep doing that. And then, you know, the audience will start pulling up, and then, you know, pay attention to when you post, you know, what gets the biggest reactions and stuff like that. So mine is a more general, like I don't have a specific person where I was just like, yeah, I'm mentoring this cat, right, you know. But a lot of people always ask me questions like that. How, even comedians like that are my peers or even older than me. Yo, how did you do this? And I'll be like, and I'm quick to give the information. Like, I'm not the type to be like,
Yeah.
Tony don't withhold.
oh, I don't withhold at all. I just be like, look, you could do this, that, and the third, just like this. How did you do this? Easy. This.
Because you credit our man Ruben Paul as your mentor.
Right.
And then, but you don't feel like you have that.
I don't feel like I have you could maybe ask somebody, be like, Tony's my mentor. Like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, I don't feel like there's a person that comes to me on the regular with, like, you know, advice or, like, stuff like that, for advice and stuff like that. So, and I would go to Ruben, like, early. Like, as soon as I met Ruben, it was just cool. And I was just like, this guy right here. And then,
Ruben's great.
you know, whenever I had questions about gigs and stuff like that, I would just ask Ruben, what do you think about this right here? And he, you know, he has relationships with a lot of bookers and comedy clubs.
Right.
So, you know, going into those new territories, I'll be like, Ruben, what should I do here?
Right.
You know? But as far as me being the mentor, I don't know, you know.
Somebody's going to come up one day and they're going to be like, it's going to be like a big group. Tony, we can't give you all these flowers because you mentored 50 of us.
That's
Be one
crazy.
big-
I'm like, oh, I didn't know, you know, because it doesn't feel like, you know, the true mentorship for me.
Right.
But I'm always willing to answer questions about, you know, because if I am a true mentor, then I'm gonna be tough. I'm gonna be like, what you quit for? You know me, I can be rough around the edges when, like, you know, I'm invested
Right.
in what you're doing. And I'll be like, man, look out, because I don't be liking excuses and stuff. I'll be rough with the excuses. I'll
Me
be like,
too.
man,
Like, you took the time to give me. You should have just did it.
Exactly. And they be taking
Don't look over
comfort
here,
in the
DC.
excuse.
DC, I know you excuse.
No, Tony be staying on my head with
Now,
stuff. Yeah,
I'll be soft with DC. I'll be like on them, like nudging them, you know. But some cats, I'll be rough.
I can tell when it's hit DC because he's like,
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, you're right.
I done told you,
I gotta
man.
stay consistent.
Yeah.
I
so,
struggle with it.
you ever like Shane's cat got away. Like it went out for the night. It was just gone. We like, damn, you lost your cat.
Yeah.
It came back the next day with a whole new attitude on life in that house.
Yep.
It was looking outside like, nah.
Yeah, man.
I ain't going out there.
The streets is real.
It's real.
And that's what Midnight need. He need a taste of the streets. He need to get in the scrap with a raccoon, other cats, and then he'll appreciate, like, man, it's
I'm
real
so
out
sorry,
there.
that away.
Coyotes up the street, keep playing.
I'll stay off the counter.
Keep playing. But the whole thing about like having cats is that litter box situation, man. It's just, you gotta stay on top of it, especially having two of them. They be dumping, peeing.
That's always been my issue with cats. I just walk in, I be like, it smells like animals.
Yeah, you gotta stay on it, or else it's gonna have that smell. So, you know, they got this thing, kiddie pool, where you basically order the box and they send you a new one every month. So it's like kiddie pool.
What?
Yeah.
So I mean, everything stay fresh.
Yeah, everything, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you change out the little filter at the bottom, but then they give you a new one every month. So you ain't got to worry about all that. Because you got to do it daily. You got to go in there with the scoop and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, it'll pile up. And you be mad at them for taking dumps and peeing. Like, I don't do it.
Right.
You be like, you be peeing and taking a dump? Why I flush it? Oh, I don't have that luxury. And then, you know, you got a good point. But kiddie pool, man, they do all that for you, man. You just call in.
We're beginning potty training. Do you think that'll work for babies?
What does she poop in? Is there a box?
Not yet, but if I get kiddie pool and I teach her
poop.
Kitty poo.
Poop.
kiddie poo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I teach her to use this box, it might work.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they'll send you a new one every month.
Yeah, I don't want her to poo in a kiddie pool.
They'll send you a new one every month, man.
That's good, especially for right now. That's really helpful.
Mm.
Save you from going to the stores.
And right now they got 20% off. You know,
Boom.
your first order when you
Boom.
set it up, the auto ship by going to kittypooclub.com and entering the promo code ISSUES. So you get the 20% off, you know, that first dose. Just go to kittypooclub.com and enter the promo code ISSUES to get 20% off when you set up the auto ship. That means it's just going to send it to you automatically. And then that's kittypooclub.com. And don't forget to enter the promo code ISSUES at checkout. It's the all-in-one litter box solution designed to be convenient for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all don't have cats, but for me and you, if you got cats out there, it's convenient. So it's convenient, especially now, you know what I'm saying? You got stuff to do. You ripping and running, you be forgetting. The only reminder is when it smells when you get in the house. That's the only reminder that I got to get on this box. Then you will get in on that kiddie poo.
20% is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he meant, like, I look at Tony's page and I get some, like, from what I see from his page is, don't have a channel if when people turn to it, they ain't going to have something new to watch.
Right.
So I've been watching, I'm like, oh, do I want to get into that? That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, bro. It's
It
a
is.
lot of work.
It is.
Like I watch how Tony probably done shot about 5 videos right now. We didn't
Right,
know.
we had no idea.
and posting them. You would look and be like, wait, we were just talking, and he's posting shit right now.
It's kind of like I post too much. Like it's kind of like ridiculous. Like I can ease back a little bit, but I just be like, I have to get. And y'all know how I work creatively, even on stage. I have to get it out.
Yeah.
I don't like for it to be sitting in like, you know, I'm definitely not the D'Angelo type when it comes to it's got to be perfect. It's got to be. I'll be like, nah, get it
I
out
thought you
there.
meant your shirt off singing
Well,
slow.
no.
Like,
Showing the hips.
Some people are such perfectionists that it takes years. It takes a long ass time for stuff to come out, or it doesn't come out at all. It just never feels.
It wasn't ready. Yeah,
It's
for
a
me,
way of
I'm like, bloop, 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 bloop.
procrastinating is to call yourself a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Because eventually, if you have a deadline, like eventually when you have to turn something in,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the best thing for anybody who does
But,
procrastinate.
deadlines?
wait, do you
Yeah.
think? I mean, but I wouldn't say Sade is a procrastinator because she don't drop. You know what I mean? Like certain, like.
But you got
geniuses-
certain artists where they have to feel
Right.
The project has to come to them, and then like they were saying with a Tribe Called Quest with
Right.
Q-Tip, the manager was saying like, you know, and this is for either Low End Theory or Midnight Marauders. They're
Right.
both heralded as like classics.
Right.
It was like if you didn't go in there and just take the album from Q-Tip, he would have been like, you know, changing stuff. And I had to go
Always
in there,
wanted- yeah.
give me the album, and then, you know, snatch it
One
and
of those,
throw it out
okay.
there.
And Sade would suck on social media if she dropped one post every 4
Every
years.
10 years.
But she still have her
one
millions
post
of followers.
She
though.
would, just because we
Yeah.
already know the pedigree,
Right.
but like, you know, but and even when D'Angelo came out with like another project after Voodoo, it was critically acclaimed. It was like, yo,
Right. Yeah,
this
exactly.
guy. But it's just too long, man. But for me, I have to just keep, you know, if I was a movie director, I'd be like Clint Eastwood, just always doing another movie.
Always putting something out.
Just
Yeah.
this one sucked, but then this one was killer, you
Right.
know. And so I don't mind having this one, you know, it didn't really connect, but then this one hit, and then this one did all right, and then this one didn't connect, but I felt it, and you know, that's how
That's what I
There's
like.
more
is-
quantity.
But I felt it.
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
liked
feeling
it.
this.
Yeah,
As long as I like it. I
Yeah.
say that a lot. If a joke don't go well in the
Yeah.
movie, I'm like, I like it.
I
Yeah.
had fun.
I liked
I had
it.
fun
I
with it.
I thought it was hit.
I feel like that's the whole point, bro. My whole life, I'm just like, I just try to make me laugh every day.
Right.
and I do. And then people be like, I don't like that. I'm like, hey, man, I got tickled. I
Yeah.
was tickled, and I'm happy.
And that's not even my goal to make myself laugh. It's just organically be like, this is funny to me right here. Now just go with it. You know, and then, you know. And then there are things where I ain't really feeling this, but I kind of felt it. But now that I did it, I ain't really feeling it. And then you put it out there, and people love it. And I'm like, all right, you know.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. With comedians or writers, whatever we think is remotely funny, a little bit funny,
Yeah.
is 10 times more funnier than whatever the audience is thinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Is there a corny bit that you ever thought like, this is whack, and
Oh,
everybody was
yeah.
like, oh
yeah.
yo, and you're like, all right, I guess I'll do that
How
tomorrow.
much time you got, nigga?
Be like, man, do this joke.
DC, what you think is your corniest bit?
That people like.
Homeless. I used to do a joke about a homeless. I used to sing a song.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, bro. Yeah.
Got nowhere to go, bro. And then at the background, me too.
It's so corny to me, bro.
Got nowhere to go.
Audience would be singing that part when they
Yeah.
me too. So corny, bro.
That was great, though.
I hated my 25 joke. That's that 25. I hate that joke.
But you know what makes that joke pop? The 75.
Yeah, that's that 75.
That's 75
right there. I did that on TV. I was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. It's like my only race joke.
One of my favorite jokes DC does is mad corny, but it's great. This cookie good.
This cookie good.
I love that, man.
I love
That's
that
so
one.
funny, bro.
This cookie good.
This cookie
Corny, bro. Corny.
That connects to the actor aesthetic. Like,
Yeah. I've been there before that audition.
yeah.
That was one joke from DC. I was like, that's not gonna get old. But this is back in the day when you used to lift your shirt up every time you performed.
I never lifted my shirt over. You caught my shirt come up one time.
No,
Lift your
bro.
shirt up when you
No.
perform,
Weren't you hosting that? When you used to host that Crack 'em Up, bro, it was every Thursday.
Which joke was that? That was
Come
some-
watch Tony Baker and DC's abs at Crack 'em Up Thursday. DC didn't
You
perform.
didn't answer the question. Answer the question.
Yeah.
Now is a time in my life. There's a bunch of young dudes who are in the writers' room with us, and
I can tell he relishes the mentorship.
Yeah, Chaz.
you said the relish.
Oh, yeah.
yes, you could come in.
No,
He
it's,
relishes
have a
it.
seat.
'Cause they be trying to mentor us in the group
Yeah.
chat. We be
when do
like,
I
man,
mentor y'all?
You always be trying to, but we
How?
ain't
How
accepting
do
it.
I try to mentor
When
you?
you come in,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
leave this
guys.
right here. You guys can take it how you want it.
When I'm like, oh, buy this stock, guys.
Everything.
What are you talking about? How's that mentoring?
That's how
Hey
you-
guys, it's a hot stock.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
leave this
going
here.
up. That is at $45 now. And I told you
Y'all
guys
need
about
to
it at
really
7,
get
by the
in
way.
on this.
Right.
Right.
You never
you
told
need to
me.
be doing
Sorry,
this.
Yeah.
Now I will now because these niggas don't want to make more money. So
See?
there's no mentoring. It's, yo, these stocks are hot, bro. Get the stocks. What? How's that mentoring?
But it's a part of you wanting to mentor us.
I don't want to mentor you
With,
guys
with
at all.
guns, you want to mentor us
Wait,
with
wait.
guns too?
I would love to come
Yes.
and hey, to go shooting. Hell yeah. I would love to take you guys shooting.
Chaz wants to be like, here, this is how you cock it back.
I would love.
Oh,
to
he
take
for
you guys
sure
shooting.
walk you through it. Yeah, let me see.
We
that.
can't
So
wait.
what you want to do is
I would love to take you
need
guys
a
shooting, bro.
new stock barrel on there.
Somebody taught me. I'd love to take you guys shooting. No, I actually get a chance to teach these dudes writing, joke structure, and then and everything you talk about. The story stuff is whatever. You talk about so much life stuff in the room. I'm the only one married with a kid. You know what I mean? They're like this and this and this, and I'm like, well, look, man, you gotta be smart, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like all these good. So you get to do that with cats who are like who are just younger. These dudes who did the show Millennials come on UMC. They hired me to EP.
Dope.
But
Yeah.
I didn't take the EP job. For one, it was the same money as a producing job. But I told them, you need the EP. It's your show. You had to learn how to be a boss. They're gonna listen to me because I'm here for the last 5 years.
Right.
You have to get people to learn how to take orders from you. You have to learn how to get people to want to work for you, want to do stuff for you. You know. So I got to take them around and be like, yo, ask a PA to do this and tell these guys what you need and how we looking here. You know what I mean? And stuff like that is like you get to kind of raise a showrunner. In that aspect, you get to raise dope writers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool. Just to see them grow from not being to ever written a script to running their own shows. Super dope.
That's
That was
epic.
super dope.
Yeah, that's fire.
So shit like that is great. So yeah.
You take your shades off when you mentor?
No, my eyes is always
Sick
messed up.
as
Now.
That's his gimmick.
It's my eye, bro.
Cyclops over
Jacks
there.
over there.
Scott Summers.
I know when I don't sleep much, my eye is awful.
That's why I'm wearing glasses, because I'm tired looking. I
yeah.
didn't sleep good last night.
And
We
then being
understood
outside,
about you,
I was
DC.
like, ah.
You say what?
We understood about you.
Oh, yeah. Chaz.
We weren't gonna say nothing. We like,
I thought it was explain glasses.
He had a
moment.
wild night.
Yeah.
DC had an early morning.
He had a wild night. I slept for a long time.
I
I didn't even
did
get up. I set my clock for 8 and I was snooze button McGee.
I started sleeping with. I go on YouTube and do the beach and the water. Man,
Oh,
I
man.
sleep forever. I got a good 8 hours. I normally
On the
only sleep
Oculus?
like
Oh, you
5
did a
hours.
full 8?
No, I haven't slept with it on the Oculus.
Oh, okay. You just
Ooh,
have it
what's that
playing.
like?
On YouTube.
The Oculus, did you put it on? That
Oh, we
thing?
talked about it last week.
Yeah, last
Chaz.
week.
Look
You weren't
out.
here.
Look out.
You missed
All right,
it.
guys, that's our show.
All right, y'all. That's our show, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Daddy Issues. Remember, if you have any questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. We'll tackle them on the show if Chaz has them prepared.
I did.
DC's been on point lately.
DC has been on point. He's been
Man,
stepping up with the
DC.
question. This is the DC I knew was
Hey,
in
I'm
there.
back, baby. I'm back,
I'm
baby.
back.
I'm back.
That
baby.
means he's gonna crash and burn next week.
I
This
might
is
have a
extra
little
confidence
fallout.
right
This
here.
used to be him with a hot nut. And he
Yeah, I'm-
came with the stuff.
Yeah.
baby.
And then, you know.
Got my juices flowing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
back.
baby.
Now you bring that whiteboard out.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we gonna do.
Absolutely.
That's how I
Cookie
sound.
good. That's my DC impression.
Tony Baker and Friends Live, September 18th. Full comedy show, stand up, multicam. Get your ticket for that ASAP. Don't be stressing me out and
Don't be
have me
stressing.
thinking y'all ain't gonna buy the tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how y'all do me. Last minute, y'all be, ain't nobody coming. Then y'all all bust in at one time. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, but get your ticket now, man. You know what I'm saying? Be like the whites. They buy
Whites.
tickets in advance. Man. Give me
Pre-sale.
some of that, man. You know. So that's September 18th. Get your ticket. Click the link in my bio on my Instagram. Get it ASAP. Y'all got anything?
Nope.
Anything?
What? Huntsville, Alabama. I don't know if this is gonna drop, but Huntsville, Alabama, with the big bro Marlon Wayans.
Hey man, I was born
10, 12.
there. Yeah.
No, 10-10 through 10-12.
10-10?
6 shows.
You can't claim
Did I
it.
say
12-10?
10?
I was born
12,
there.
12-10 through 12-12.
Oh, so that's this weekend.
This weekend.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if it drops, if you guys see it, hey,
Alabama.
I'll be
man.
there. Alabama.
Huntsville.
Pull up Huntsville.
I
Huntsville.
might have to pop in with y'all.
Oh,
Hey Craig, when bigger air?
What happened?
When's bigger air?
Bigger. We haven't gotten an air date yet
Okay.
for the second season. This COVID threw everything off.
No doubt.
They just wrapped on season 2.
Fucking COVID.
Sick
doubt.
of it.
Congratulations, Chase.
Yeah, Chase Anthony on bigger.
Chase
Chase.
Monies.
Angel Conwell on bigger.
Angel.
Chase.
That's
Oh,
the home
Angel.
team for
That's the
you.
only team on. Yeah, that's fam.
That's fam.
Angel and Chase. I got
You
nothing
got
though. I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm chilling. I got nothing.
And Keon has his show on YouTube.
Absolutely. There should
Keon's
be a new
All
episode
Stars.
dropping this week, so it should already drop Tuesday. So make sure you check that out. Pull up on Keon. He's got the red hella hoodies you can get on right now. Right now. Shout out to Willie Mongoose.
I was going to ask about that. That's
Yeah,
a clean
man.
sweater.
Brick by
Or-
brick, man. See it out here, man. You see what's going
Shout
on.
out to Dirt Label. No one wanted to show love to this, but Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We here.
That's because your presentation.
Yeah,
is
you-
just like,
It was my first time
here.
getting up out
Knocking
the
shit
bird
over.
cage. It was hard.
Shit start dangling and shit.
I was like,
fumbling.
oh, okay. I was
All right, man.
feet
You know what I'm
dangling.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, and we appreciate y'all. And as usual, we out here.
Boom.